Good evening. Welcome back to Audrey Thoughts with Audrey Scott. I'm Audrey Scott. I have Zach Gallmann here with me today, another comic from Ohio.
I am indeed.
Jersey originally. Yeah.
Jersey originally. Ohio for like 15 years.
Yeah. How long you been out here?
Year and a half.
Nice.
This December, yeah. So
Nice, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, it's December now. December 1st. First day of December. And you know what happened today? A historical moment. All right. Alex Jones, Kanye West. Together.
AKA Yee.
Yay.
Yay? It's
Yeah.
Yay or is it Yee? I thought it was Yee. Okay.
No, yeah.
Fuck, shows how much I know.
So it's Kanye. Then you have the Yeezy. Why did we have to get this blessing from the gods today? Why did we deserve that? It was amazing. Yes, Kanye said some crazy things, of course. Yes, Alex said some crazy things. But the main point of why so many other people came together during the episode as well. Ari Alexander, this guy named Nick. Don't know Nick. I'll do some more research on Nick. I'm sorry about that. So there's even an Israelite, a very, very Jewish woman who was saying that she wasn't upset.
Wait, was she actually from Israel, or you just call her an Israelite because she was
She
really
said
Jewish?
she was. She said she. No, I'm not an Israelite. A Zionist. Holy shit! I didn't. Not an Israelite. A Zionist. She's a Zionist. My bad. Jesus Christ. Anyways, she wasn't mad at Kanye. She wasn't upset. She was just like, the only point that anyone is trying to make on the episode. Yeah, crazy things aside. At one point, Kanye did say that Hitler wasn't that bad in some ways. We're going to touch about that later, right? It's not necessarily, we don't necessarily have time to talk about Hitler today. Only Shitler.
Yeah.
But,
So what was your favorite part?
I guess my favorite part, oh my God, at one point, Ye's like in the fucking mask. And I think it is the Balenciaga clothes. And then they go to Alex, and Alex is just wearing a reptile mask for like one take. For only one take, and they go back to him, and he's not wearing the mask anymore. And at another point, Alex Jones is wearing a mask of Alex Jones. He's wearing like a little mask of himself on his face. It was insane. It was fucking insane. I also liked how Alex and Kanye were both like, no, can I talk now? No, stop interrupting me. Or Kanye would be like, Alex Jones, stop interrupting me. And then I was like, can I talk now? Is it my turn? Can I talk? And it's just like they're grown babies. Like,
It's like a hurricane meeting a tornado. That's pure chaos.
God. But they have such a, despite what people think, like, despite what so many, like, people's mainstream point of view on Kanye West and Alex Jones are, they don't mean to, like, have ill intent. Sorry, we had to take a smoke break. It was so important. So we're talking about my favorite parts and the masks, right?
Yeah.
They're wearing masks. Kanye, really, he seems happy. The thing about Kanye, we all know, like, manic episodes, shit like that. Again, I was saying these crazy people, even though they're insanely offensive and considered to be like these horrible threats to modernity, like, I don't know, just like horrible threats to people's peace and shit, they want to help. And censorship is so important. It's such a huge deal. It's a horrible thing, and it's been going on for so long. And so we were trying to figure out, like, when did like the globalism start getting a little more real in the US? Like, when did this start? When did things start shifting? When did societies start, like, psychologically just being way more compliant without even realizing it?
I think it had to do with the 24-hour news cycle post 9/11.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Because that was social media back then. Like, that was just like,
Right. Well, I mean, before then you didn't have like news constantly being pounded down your throat.
what was it? It was just like once
you had
a
like
day.
6 o'clock news, you had the morning news, and you had like the news at night. And that was
Right.
pretty much it.
Right.
And so like you got your news, you went read a newspaper. then yeah, like once I think the 24-hour news cycle started before then on CNN, but like once after 2000, 9/11, 2001, it just went crazy. And I don't know when they started getting like super biased. I'm not really sure about that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, like I feel like they were all on the same page for like, the Wall Street protests and Occupy Wall Street. Like
Yeah.
they're all pretty anti the movement and
Yeah, because that's the thing. Just like with Balenciaga, fucking, and Kanye was asked about Balenciaga today. Like I mentioned earlier, he was wearing. I'm pretty sure. I don't. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure he was wearing a Balenciaga like mask in the interview as well. But yeah, there's way more to it, and for people to cancel, I saw a post today and it really made me mad. They're like, cancel Balenciaga the way you canceled Kanye. That is not a fucking solution to continue to like just dox people.
yeah.
And just focus on this one organization and then like go into innocent family members maybe like that is not the way to be doing canceling. And that's the thing with like Twitter
cancel
now.
with your dollar. If you don't want to buy from them, just don't buy from them.
Don't buy from them, but you need to keep looking. If you really care about this, you need to start looking into not just that sick photographer of Lada Volkova, horrible, scary woman.
Vet your people better. Like if that's
Figure out what else is. There's more people like this. It's not just Balenciaga. That's the thing with you all. But it's cool that more people know about this story and it's more normalized because of Twitter now. Because things can't be taken down the way that they are taken down or mentioned on other sites like Facebook, Instagram, Zuckerberg. You notice how news stories, how they used to flow, especially with Twitter as well, how things would be trendy, there would be a hashtag and then it would go away. Because if it was the wrong story, if it was the wrong thing, why would they want that going around? And
I think
they don't have power anymore on Twitter. Like, you can't do that anymore. You can't just take something down. Everyone has the right to a voice, and that's the problem. People that are woke, some people have a really good intent and they don't even realize how controlling you are being in the name of like free speech, in the name of freedom. It's not free at all. It is completely fascist. It's exactly what is thrown.
Well, that's the thing I think
at
a lot
their
of people
opponent.
don't realize is it's always a keeping up with the Joneses thing when it comes to that like woke ideology, because eventually you're not going to be woke enough, no matter what. And it reminds me of like a Solzhenitsyn quote where he talks about socialists, but he says, everybody thinks that they, when they win, that they're going to have a seat at the table, but you're going to be lined up against the wall just like everybody else. And it's like, it no matter what, and everybody's trying to outdo themselves. And now I'm excited. Elon said that they're releasing all this stuff they found about, literally proactively suppressing certain viewpoints.
Yeah, and reading more into that, because that's the thing. We're actually getting real information now. And for people that are like so free thinking and shit to be upset that there's finally someone telling us the fucking truth. You don't have to trust him entirely. You don't have to be a crypto, but you don't have to be sucking his dick, but you do have to appreciate it and acknowledge him for what he's fucking doing to a platform across the entire world. And there are other governments where I think, I don't know, like it can affect your social media. So I don't know if other people can have Twitter the way we have it in America.
Probably not. I mean, they go through censorships. But
correct.
That's just,
but Elon is not.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, no, and that's the thing is I think, everything is so filtered that, there's going to be a lot of shitty ideas that get thrown out there against the wall, but like, there's going to be good ideas too that because they broach on a certain subject a certain way, that it's gonna be like, well, this is hateful. It's like, no, this is just like, who's the guy from Google who wrote the thesis about this, disparagement between women in STEM, and he got like massacred for it. And it's like, nah, dude, he was just like literally just stating an objective point of view. With
It's
these
true.
studies, and like,
I was in a 4-year engineering program. I was one of like 2 girls in the class
yeah,
every year. Like, it's just a statement. When did that become like, why is that so hard for people? And I especially noticed this, like the instant like trigger behavior, especially with COVID, because we were all locked inside. We were given like bits and bits of information fed to us through Facebook, through Instagram. Like, we were relying on the news. We were relying on the people, Fauci, we're terrified. We have families, our jobs. We don't know what's going on, and people lost their shit. And so anytime you question anything, they just immediately threw you into a Trump supporting, like, just a box. And I'm like, how dare you just completely disregard me and disrespect me as someone you have known for 20 years, and then just like, who made you this hateful?
yeah, it is pretty amazing to see how quickly people turn when an ideology like infiltrates their brain.
It's like, we're friends. Like, we were having a conversation about McDonald's 20 minutes ago, and it was great. We love McNuggets. We just love them.
Well, that's the thing, is you stay off, and everybody's upset about like everyone's like, oh no, these people are leaving Twitter, and it's like, all right, well, good. Maybe we need less stupid people on Twitter. Fucking
Yeah, maybe fucking do your job. Like, maybe instead of like working on reasons to ban accounts and be in the government's pocket, like.
Well, and now like you might actually get people, that they don't think they're gonna have their voices suppressed. Get people that are actually gonna post on there, because what is it, like 90% of Twitter is 10% of the people on there.
Yeah.
And so it's like, maybe even if they bumped it up to 30-40%, maybe it might be better. And yeah, you got to crack a few eggs and make an omelet, but
It's progressing.
Yeah, and
beautiful. And the story that Elon is just painting every day, just like getting deeper into it, and just telling no one can stop him. Like, people are Apple's trying to shut him up. People are threatening him every day, and he does not want to stop. Right. Like, he loves it. He loves that people are mad. Like,
and that's, I'm hoping too, like,
you can feel like the water boiling. I don't know. And then with the fucking.
Well, what sucks is like the people that hate him aren't gonna believe it no matter what.
They don't. And I read the comments. I am obsessed with reading through the comments because it's like the sentences, it might have zero correlation to do with the same, or they're like, oh, well, he's just wacky, like he's just stupid, and this is crazy, this is extremist, and I'm like, you just said that he's autistic, but like, I don't.
Well, that's what's crazy to me, is if you're like, I want free speech for everybody, like, you're an extremist. It's like, wait, why? Because I want everyone to have a voice. Yep. Like, when did fucking freedom? When did like believing in rights become extremism?
Become offensive?
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
And all these people that are screaming about Elon taking over Twitter, like, oh my god, it's literally fascism. And it's like, he's doing the same shit.
He's doing polls
originally.
He's
just
literally
to the people that were doing it.
He's literally asking people what they want on the app.
And he made it democratic, and now people are screaming fascism.
And I'm like, these words are not making sense. You're not using the right words. You're freaking out because you don't know how to process information.
It's like in The Princess Bride, and he's like, you keep using that word. I don't think you know what it means.
Exactly. But they don't want to admit it. And that's what's weird seeing now, because more and more information is coming out about vaccines being dangerous. More and more.
They just said that the majority of COVID deaths now are from the vaccinated. So they have surpassed the unvaccinated. Yep. So, yeah. So glad we destroyed thousands and thousands of lives.
I didn't want that.
Got people fired, and they lost their everything because of a vaccine that was not tested and experimental.
For Fauci to have the balls this Thanksgiving, be like, yeah, more vaccine. We got updates. Like the advertisements are like, did you get the new vaccine yet? I just do the opposite. I'm like, did you get the new COVID yet? I coughed up blood this time. Like it was great.
Yeah.
No, actually, I haven't had COVID in a while.
Yeah.
I like getting a little upgrade every now and then, though. I'm stronger, you know? Just got to lick some more carpets.
Is that how you do it? Licking carpets?
Yeah, you have to go to a hotel, like a motel, like a Red Roof or like a Motel 6 lobby carpet.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to go in a totally different
No, you
direction.
lick the carpet. You just lick the lobby carpet.
Okay. Well.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah. Okay. That's not even. It's not a metaphor. She's talking about literal carpet. Literal carpet.
Makes you strong, dude.
All right. So Alex Jones, Kanye, Elon, they're all saving the world.
I love Elon.
But at the same time, like,
I'm skeptic. He's gonna
if
rule the
anybody
world.
was
He's
gonna
gonna
be
rule
a
the
Bond
world.
villain, it would be.
Yeah,
Elon.
he's. Oh my God, he's gonna get everyone on his side.
But
Are we just gonna go to Mars, or is he gonna force us? What's gonna happen? What do you think? Is he gonna leave us here and then go to Mars with like Rich? Or I don't think I could see him doing that. Maybe we're all like his little alien slaves, you know, like a little space slaves, Martian slaves, and like a happy way. Like we're all like like what if it's like a giant commune or something, like a Mars?
I think
commune.
a lot of it's going to depend on what happens over the next 4 years.
Why is it
Because-
always 4 years? What do you mean 4 years?
Well, because tensions are really. I mean, we're basically on the brink of World War
I
III.
think it's gonna take less than 4 years. This shit has
Well,
been.
a lot of it's going to depend on the election, who gets elected. If Trump gets back in office,
But we have less than 2 years
Russia's
until
going to be
that.
like, I ain't doing
We have
shit.
2 years until that, though.
I know. But
We
they're
have-
going to play the slow. They're going to do the slow roll.
It's so sick. You're right. It's sick because we all get like.
Well, here's the
So
thing: is
fucking annoying.
if you can keep building this tension, you can keep making
It's
money.
like a political
by
period,
inflating-
you know, like cramps and just nasty clots of blood.
Yeah.
But it's people and liars, lots of liars. That's what I like. Oh my God, on Thanksgiving, my mom texted me. She's like, "Happy Thanksgiving," and then she said, "Snopes article as to how Hunter Biden's laptop isn't real," and it was like, "Yeah, Biden's laptop, that's not true." I'm like, none of that's true. What are you talking about? Laptops aren't even real. What do you do? Laptop? This is a book,
Didn't,
Audrey. You dumb bitch. Like,
Didn't like the Washington Post just come out with an article like apologizing for saying that they said that wasn't a real story?
yeah,
something
I
like
think
that.
this was from CBS. My mom said it from
Now
CBS.
it's verifiable.
That's it's hilarious. I love it. I love
It's weird how all that shit keeps getting.
I love how fact
verified.
checkers before everyone on Facebook, Instagram, before Elon owned Twitter and has his own little fact checking, and that's not his. That was already made from someone else on Twitter. Yeah, the fact checkers were always just proving articles. We're like, no, don't get into that. And we're going to make it really hard for you to find any information too. And if you try too hard and you say too many things, we'll ban your account. And that's just a friendly version of censorship. Like the things they did to Andrew Tate, the things they did to Ariana, like the things that they did to every single person on that interview today. And just, they took their voice away entirely because they were too, what would you say? Abrasive, I guess, too intense, like too real, too factual. They were a threat.
And then who's fact checking the fact checkers, and and that's where you get. It's like,
And if you read these like paragraphs, like the fact checking paragraphs, they're ridiculous. I mean, there are reasonable things where it's like, yeah, of course you need to look up information. Like, it's different when it's a political article or something versus like the continent of Antarctica is in the southern part of the world. Like, that's a real fact. Like,
here's a real issue too, and maybe I'm gonna sound like an old fucking elitist snob at this point, but people don't know how to research, and like, I'm not saying you got to be a college graduate, like, but take a research class somewhere because people will be like, they'll send
or go to a fucking library.
go to a library, and like that's the thing too is you know, when
Get
I grew
a
up,
fucking book.
I didn't have Google.
I had to do
I had to-
encyclopedias.
encyclopedias, fucking
Like,
but like people's, you know,
BuzzFeed isn't news.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed isn't reliable information.
Yeah.
Of fucking faith, like,
And I hate
don't
to
just
cite your sources, people, but if you're going to send me an
legitimately.
article,
How are you gonna say something? Say it's a fact, create a whole belief system behind it, and not even know if it's fucking true.
right? And but like every article people send me, it's like you read through it, none of it's verifiable, and it's like, is this any of this true? We don't know, but stay tuned because we're pretty sure it's gonna come out as true. And you're like,
And that's why
and it never
every time,
happens.
like, yeah, people call me a conspiracy theorist all the time, and
Yeah.
I will admit when I don't know enough. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just say, I'm like, I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know who the fuck Nick was. Like, I
Yeah.
just,
But like, and that's why like these fact checkers, but it works both swords, double-edged sword. These fact checkers can use that on people as well. Like, nope, we're fact checkers. This is right. And you're like,
the
That's
word
not right
fact, the
either.
word fact just became fake,
Yeah,
and
just-
then fake news. It's just
whatever
so
primary
it's,
sources
everything
are.
just started lying, and it was before COVID. I think they were prepping us.
Yeah.
I think like the way, because it was a little shift before Trump got like right before Trump got elected, everything got woker on the internet like than before because of Ferguson. Like just shit was, well, then race, it was just more of an issue than it ever was. Like, I mean, it's always been an issue, but it's pushed in the media even harder because it's never stopped, and it's God, it's bad. Anyways,
I mean, to be fair, in the 90s, Michael Jackson came out with Black or White, and most white people were like, oh, thank God we got that taken care of. And then,
yeah.
years went by, and we're like, oh, shit, it's happening again.
Yeah. You know, like, and I lived in a rural area, and people sometimes said weird shit, but it wasn't like the way people from cities assume
Yeah.
rednecks and like farmers
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
It really isn't. Oh man, because real racism, like institutionalized racism, like it's the people with money and power that really perpetuate it. It's because they can actually have power over people. They have control. They have the ability to completely ruin people's lives if they don't like them. And that's citizens. That is the citizens of countries, because leaders in power are just constantly just about money. They don't care about us. They want us to just not fucking ask questions and pretend to just go along with it. Because Nancy Pelosi got on one knee, so she's not racist, and no one's doing anything wrong. She's gone though. No, yeah, fuck her.
Yeah.
I think she left right before. I think she knew what was happening. I think she knew. She was like, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get the fuck out of here. Because
yeah.
I feel the vibrations of like the atoms around like the information that Elon's putting out. And the people finally like being able to see real information about what they have been doing to us.
Yeah, if they really investigated her and she was Martha Stewart, Martha Stewart would still be in prison and still have like 100 years left on her sentence. It's
Wait,
like,
tell me more about that. I don't know.
So Martha Stewart went to prison for insider trading. That's
Oh.
what she went to prison for.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I don't know the details of it, but like Nancy Pelosi, either she's doing tons of insider trading or she is the best trader in the history of ever by 1,000-fold. Like, she picks them all, and like, she's a better investor than Warren Buffett, and she's a fucking senator from California.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, these people have to make money somehow.
Yeah.
Like they're not doing it for the
make
charity.
6 figures a
They-
year. They
fucking-
have 11 figures in their bank account. You're like, what the fuck?
Damn. Yeah, that makes sense.
But so yeah, and I'm sure she was probably just like, you know what, they're coming hard on me, because if you follow any like the financial meme accounts, like they just, anytime that she wins big, like they just start pumping out memes. So I'm sure she's feeling pressure from Washington.
Ooh,
That'd
dude.
be
Well,
my
I think
guess.
I think with the way the midterms went, and I think with the way that news is moving around now, that it's getting scary for people who have been doing this for a while, because I think people are realizing that
They can't cover their tracks like they used to.
no, you can't.
Yeah. So
And I think over
dinosaurs
time,
will die.
oh my God, I'm so excited. I actually looked up Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, her fake tits. She's got a lot of work done.
She does have a great set of tits.
She does with her fake.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, yeah, I can't believe I thought they were real. Like, I'm like, they're too nice. They're way too nice for her. Like, she would have like saggy, deflated shits. Like,
Which is weird because her husband, I think, is a homosexual.
oh, definitely. So yeah, gay guy.
I guess I don't know, maybe he's a beard and she just bangs all. That's how she gets all her insider trading.
I mean, honestly, I bet she has done. I bet she's done some nasty shit to a lot of people. Are you kidding me? No one would get a rack like that and have a gay husband and not be doing shit.
How old was she when she got her rack?
I don't know.
It was like 2 years ago. Like what?
What I have? Fuck. Okay. When did Nancy Pelosi get her big boobs? I'm a bad cop.
When did Nancy Pelosi get fake tits?
I think it's this year. What the fuck? I think it was recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we go by all the articles, it does seem. I mean, she's had a lot of other work done, but I think that the boobs were recent, like this year.
Damn. Well, yeah, she's making all that fucking money now. She's like,
fuck.
Better get some fake tits to this new yacht I'm gonna buy.
Yeah. So these traders are dying.
Oh yeah, let's do billionaire traders mysteriously dying. A Russian billionaire has become the third top crypto trader to die. This is 1 day ago. Russian billionaire, latest crypto tycoon to die mysteriously. Terran is latest in a long line of crypto developers and tycoons that met their ends in suspicious circumstances.
Fuck.
Crypto CEOs and founders' sudden deaths. What we do know, that was 7 hours ago from Newsweek. Yeah. So.
Shit.
Dude, shit's turning just into like Mission Impossible / James Bond villain-esque type shit.
Wow.
It's kind of interesting.
Wow.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, and I've been like, I was just checking in on one of the crypto guys I follow. His name's Mario, and he just had an interview with SBF just now, live.
Really?
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what's so cool about this is just being able to get like instant media straight from the source. It's not, I mean, you can tell what kind of questions are being asked or if they're holding information, but it's like, it's right there. It's right there and it's real. It's so nice. It's just so refreshing. I've waited so long for like, I didn't know when, I don't know if it's going to get like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, what if like everything else, I don't know, other apps come out. Like, I wonder what's going to happen, you know? Like, because is Instagram going to stay the same? Because how long are they going to like keep playing games, you know? Or how much information is Elon going to be able to get out before more people start dying? Because I think maybe it's like almost like a threat too, you know? I don't know.
What's going to happen with Instagram is they've been trying to beat TikTok. And now that they're talking about like trying to ban TikTok because it's basically the Chinese government that runs it.
Yeah, it's been that way.
And so like I think Apple Store doesn't carry it anymore. They're saying they're not going to carry it or something like that. But
so it'll be Instagram.
They're basically trying to get that. Like they got Huawei banned in the US. So I think Instagram's just going to take over that market here and basically just be people lip syncing to songs that
it's retarded, dude. The fucking dances. I mean, it's cute when it's a kid.
I'm very jealous.
It's cute when it's a kid, but fuck me. Just like stop following. Like, do something real with your life. Do fucking. I have this rant every day in my head. Like I just look at people.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to see you dance and point to random things that try to tell everyone how unique you are.
Here's this thing that I can't live without, and I'm like, no, I don't want to hear a robot. Talk, say something.
If I hear that "Oh No" song one more time,
well, it's obviously Chinese government. You're just like, yeah, just follow this algorithm. so you can fit into this social structure, stay hip, keep going on so you know what's the popular thing so you can stay popular and do things right. Don't talk. Don't have any like real opinion about it. Like just follow the trend. Don't question it. Follow it. Do the moves.
Yeah, and like here's the thing.
Go the
I've been
funny
a
little
social media
directions,
horse
like-
since social media came out, but like TikTok is just that's like one step
Fucking
over the.
God. I mean, there's some great TikToks. I mean, I love the memes. Like, I mean, I'm a meme bitch, but like, shoot, when they're getting kids young, just like in a Target, just being a fucking idiot. Like, I'm just
Well, like
dance if you want to. Have a fun time for yourself, but don't.
what's the future gonna be like? You're gonna be like, you know, like what are conversations in the future? Like, what do you do? And I'm like,
People aren't
I'm on
going to
TikTok.
talk. People are just going to have AI that they're going to come to.
Oh yeah,
Like,
once they can get that, you can plug your brain in and just your fucking.
people
in
are going to
orgies
be
all night.
zombies.
Yeah, fuck
like,
that.
it's going to be Matrix as fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going to be Matrix as fuck.
it is kind of crazy too that like once the Matrix came out, like the world's kind of like shifting in that direction.
Yeah, I think
And,
some
like-
people had some information because it was like
Well,
Alex Jones has been talking about the Great Reset.
Have you ever heard like that theory that a lot of Hollywood movies are basically just trying to prep us for future events? So like alien movies are basically trying to prep us to like what, you know, scenarios and like
Yeah, because you know these there have been alien movies throughout like time, right? But the way people prep and the way
Yeah.
people act in the movies and the way it is very real. Like it
Yeah.
is the fucking vaccine movie or the flu movies, dude. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
fucking
or like
the
all the
quarantines.
disaster movies and like
Yeah.
are those things like, you know, coming
Yeah.
and
ugh. Oh, what was the name of that one that just came out? The Korean one that everyone was into. What was the name of that show? No, it was the TV show on Netflix. Squid Games. That
Yeah.
one's scary. Because they're in debt. Like, you know, like they're just getting money to get out of debt and they're literally killing people.
Yeah, I mean, you used to
For
go
money,
to debtor's prison.
Yeah.
You can still go to
Yeah.
prison for
Yeah.
fucking-
Yeah. That's just real. Like, I don't know.
It's
Fuck.
fucking
Matrix. On a
Yeah.
lighter note, do you know what a pig philosopher says?
pig philosopher.
Yeah.
No, what?
I pink, therefore I ham. I love Alex Jones so much.
You know what the philosopher said to his wife when she told him to get a job?
What?
Why?
Dude. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up shortly.
Yeah. else did you
But
wanna
what?
talk about?
What is like? Oh yeah.
Two girls, one
this
cup.
is
Oh, what?
well. All right. What's up? What's up?
Actually, I recently found out that's all fake.
Wait, were we here? We were here, right? For
Yeah, we were here. Yeah, for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Rebecca and Alfie hosted Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
and it was
and,
fucking amazing.
There was some Australian fella that told me that was fake,
Yeah,
and
I believe it. I mean, you can put shit in your ass and then push it back out,
just
but it doesn't
that's
seem reasonable.
Good
to me.
work for 2008.
Yes.
Because I think, yeah, so we're going to talk about it because I had a theory that the world started going to shit once iPhones readily became available.
And that was the same.
Smartphones.
Yeah.
And that was the same year that Two Girls, One Cup
Oh
came
my
out.
God, that
It's also when people
fucking
started talking
video.
about eating ass. Because before then,
no one was eating
No
the booty
one's-
like groceries, dude.
yeah, I mean, you know, you might have stuck a finger in there or something, but like,
I like a nice finger, you know.
but yeah, I mean, yeah, it wasn't talked about at least.
Yeah. I mean, I just did the ISIS beheading videos, like, dude, that was
Yeah.
my fucking like watching people explode with bombs on their chests. Like, it was just like I'm
Oh, yeah.
13, just fucking like
Yeah, the
looking at
internet used to
it
be the
dead eyed,
Wild
like, yeah, this
West.
is normal. Like 4chan, dude.
Fuck, back in the day, you had oh fuck, can't think of it. It's not cracked. It was something like that. But yeah, it's, you know, you saw people sawing people's heads off and fucking
Yeah. I didn't watch a lot of like, I was more of the like the explosives person. I would watch a lot of explosive videos, but I didn't like the sawing ones or the animal torture. Dude, fuck, that was
Yeah,
it was just out there. And I think
shit's crazy. The animal torture.
So do you think that like, so all those videos, you can still find them if you look for them harder, but like, do you think that was one of the justifications with censorship at first? It's like, we need people to clean up. And then it went from just taking away evil things and taking away things that children shouldn't be able to see to like, you can't say this. It's, you know, like, I think, do you think there was that kind of shift? Do you think that subtle shift? What do you think? Or do you think it's when companies bought out the internet and just?
I think it's once it became just so much more about the advertiser dollar than anything.
Yeah, well, that's what ruined it.
I think also there can be just so like with Elon with Twitter, his whole thing was, should we reopen all the or reactivate all the accounts that didn't break any laws? And so I think the justification is, are they breaking laws in this video?
Right.
So if it's murder and it's like, yeah, we're gonna take this down.
That makes sense. So, I understand that. Yeah. Like, fine.
So I think and that's where it gets. When it comes to like speech, you see, and that's
and they've been changing laws over time subtly.
Yeah.
And like we have been signing deals that like we've had not. What year was it when like we were? It was just everything changed. Oh my God, what was the name of the bill that was signed? It fucked up everything. I think that's one of the reasons like things are so bad now. I think Obama signed it, and right before he got out of office, it was just like I think it was like a censorship law. I might be completely wrong though, but it was something to do with like how our information was being sold and shit on the internet.
Well, I mean, there was the like the keep the internet free thing.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what it was. But it was like something. You know what? We might have to come back to that next week. Damn, dude. Yeah, because we have had a lot of things passed that we don't talk about because a lot of the things that are promoted, like the Green New Deal Act, like shit like that, there are so many tiny things slipped in that have zero correlation to do with being.
Oh yeah, well, it's
how they get us to vote on things that we have no like entire idea over.
Yeah, omnibus bills. I mean, that's I got really mad when I forget what the bill was for, but it was basically the way that the media pitched it was they said 51 Republicans or whatever, or whatever Republicans needed to shoot down this bill, voted against money for the VA or like all this shit, and so it made the Republicans look like. But if you actually read the entire article and what the whole bill was, it was like sending like $60 billion to Ukraine and like it was just all this spending.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, that was one line item.
Yeah, Alex was talking about that a few fucking months ago.
But the way they pitched, and that's the thing is, that's why I go back to like, if you guys see this thing where the Georgia abortion bills, that whole debacle, when they were like, they're going to send women to prison, I went and I did this crazy thing called, I read the fucking bill.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, nowhere in it does it say we will send women to prison for having abortions. It says all the liability lies on the doctor. And so it is their decision to do it or not. And so basically the doctor would have to justify it as a health thing. And so it's like, did you read the fucking bill? Because everything you're mad about isn't real.
Oh, it's in a 3-paragraph article?
And that's the shit that drives me nuts. And it's like, and that's why I wish people just stop taking these fucking articles at face value and like read.
No, because they're trusting journalists. And I'm like, you understand journalists work for people. And there's always an agenda, just check multiple sources. Hear me out. Yeah. That's crazy, right? But you have more of an idea of what's actually true. Like if you actually look around and not just go one direction and be like, oh, I guess that's it. Like, no doubt about it. Like,
and that's the thing is like we've changed language so much that like even the idea of what truth is, these fact checkers, they're not facts.
No.
They're not. Sometimes they're. I mean, sometimes they are, but a lot of times they can be very, arguably
Yeah.
subjective or objective. And it's like, but now that's facts.
Zach, do you know what I want to turn into a law?
What?
This is all I want, and I don't care who's president. I just want this to be fucking turned into a law. I don't think po' boys should ever be expensive.
I agree.
That's the worst thing. You can't do that.
Don't call it a po' boy if you're gonna make it. If you're gonna make it an expensive po' boy, don't call it a po' boy.
Yeah.
Call it like a
We'll call it
upper middle class.
Call it a rich boy, I guess.
Rich boy.
Rich boy. Gay boy. That's just gay boy would be decently priced. It's still a little more expensive though. Not like I don't know. All right. Okay. Zach, thanks for being on Audrey Thoughts with Audrey Scott.
Thank you for having me.
Good night.
Good night.